Hey, this is Mark here from Campaign Coins. I've just got the Pathfinder beginner box and I was so excited. I thought I would do an unboxing video. So this is a box. I'm going to unbox it. I want to start with a disclaimer. Like I said, I'm Mark from Campaign Coins. We love Pathfinder and we actually have the Pathfinder license. This is one of our Pathfinder Hero Point tokens. So I just wanted you to know that I'm going to like this. I'm already a fan and we're friends of the company as well. So take this from a point of enthusiasm and information. So there's the box. I've taken the shrink wrap off so you don't have to watch me struggle with that like a performing monkey and possibly cut myself live on camera. Let's talk about this amazing Wayne Reynolds art. Love Wayne's art ever since the Eberron days, and he's been very much the cover artist of Pathfinder. Nice to see him busting out this iconic scene with all the characters and in landscape mode. I also love the fact that all the designers are very clearly credited. I think that's a great thing to see in game design. And also, not all of the designers on this cover are blokes, which is even more fantastic. All right, let's get the lid off this sucker. Now, that's what I like, a bit of box fart. So this is already getting 5 stars from me for the box fart going on there. All right, we're inside the box now. Yay! I haven't seen this except for the time I did a very short test video, but I didn't go too deep. All right, we're going to start with some nice stand-up bases. This is telling me there's going to be some Pathfinder pawns in here, which I know there is because, hey, I read the back of the box. Mystic green standee there. I wonder what that's about. I have no idea. All right, so there you are. Bunch of pawns. We got some dice. We expected to see some dice. I love the fact that these are multicolored. Definitely a throwback to 1970s dice. And I think this is really handy when you're teaching someone the game. Like the D10, that's the green one. The D8, that's the orange one. Like these are very easy dice to confuse. I play with someone who's been playing for 30 years and gets them mistaken all the time. So color coding the dice, I think, is really lovely piece of instructional design in a beginner's box. So we've got some dice going on there. All right, got a Sirenscape postcard. Love Sirenscape, fellow Aussies. Now, I think I just read today there's even a sound set for the beginner set adventure. There it is, and there's a free download, blah, blah, blah. So hoorah for Sirenscape, and another chance to admire this amazing Wayne Reynolds art. All right, now we're actually getting into the box. Read this first. Classic in a box set. I'm having a happy throwback to ripping open those 1980s Chaosium box sets, which said, read this first. This is very clear design. If you're on your own, there's a solo adventure. If you have a group, you can start right away with pre-gens. You can make your own character. And if you're the game master, then there's a book for you. And here I'm getting a nice preview of the 4 included characters in the set. So that's a really nice lead in. That's pretty cool. And hey, here's a component list. This is a really nice kind of thing you often see in board games. I don't think I've ever seen this in a role-playing game box. Really clearly tells you what you're going to get. So, hey, spoilers, the whole unboxing is all there. All right, so that's pretty neat component list. So now we're busting in player reference card. What a neat thing. And there's a ton of these. There's even more than the included characters. These will be really handy in a regular Pathfinder game, let alone the beginner set. It's nicely laminated. It's got all the conditions and all the basic rules. And one thing I really like about the new edition is the really clear icons. I see Daniel Solis has a credit in the main box. I don't know if he helped with the icon design. He's a great designer. But here are all the actions and things you can do. So that's pretty neat inclusion. And we're already seeing that even if you're already deep into Pathfinder, this is a pretty good thing for you. Now here are the included characters, and they've got these really clear kind of icons for each of them. Good old Valeris, Ezran, Kyra, and Marisol, the rogue. All of the art, of course, got a nice improvement in second edition to modernise them and, put a bit more cloves on some of the character who are lacking them. So that's really cool to see. Great Wayne Reynolds art. And look at this. It's a nice colour version of the character sheet. And again, these dice, instructional design, listed all the way through. These look really easy to use because let's face it, there is a lot going on. There's a lot to take in. So I like the work here to kind of have a few rules embedded and nice big picture of the person you're playing. That's pretty cool. And on the back here, another even more fantastic piece of art, and gives you all the character story, but not too much, just like a nice paragraph with big font. So I think that'll really help people get into the role playing. So 4 of those, that's pretty cool. Now we are getting into the booklets. So the beginner box Heroes Handbook, and I'm sorry it's cutting off a little bit in the thing in the camera there. Full color. This makes it so easy to navigate. Again, we're seeing all those kind of icons and things that we've seen elsewhere in the box to make it kind of easy to get into. And this looks tells you why you want to play a fighter, what you do, how to explore. It looks like I haven't downloaded the PDF yet. Nice creation summary. So this is how to create your hero. Dwarf, elf, and human ancestries included. Cleric, fighter, rogue, wizard, all the classics. But you can crack the box open and make your own heroes, or you can play the ones that are given for you. And all the core rules are included here as well. So that is pretty neat. What I really like about these kind of these box sets is that will now be my go-to version of the rulebook. And I remember, but when I don't want to have to hoik around the huge hardback, if it's got all the combat rules in here. And I know that when Eric Mona was talking about this set, he said that all the rules are the rules. So it's not like this is a cut-down version of Pathfinder. It's just Pathfinder. So it's all completely compatible and it's going to work. So that's a really neat book there. I enjoyed that. Got some character sheets. Again, I really like this full color design, lots of white. This already looks like a better character sheet to me than the one in the book, which had a little bit too much going on for my eyes. So, but that's the thing, you put a game out and then you get some time to work on it. So, a whole bunch of character sheets for people who've never heard of printers and photocopiers. You can just start writing on it right now. Get into it. What do we got here? This is the Game Master's Guide. There it is, Beginner Box Game Master's Guide. Look at that, coins! Campaign coins! I love to see it. In the tavern. We've got goblins going on. So this is pretty cool. So this is here for the Game Master. A nice rules reference on the back. How cool is that? Just flip that open and have that up when you're playing along. Monsters. All the monsters going on in here. Some magic items, how to build an adventure, and of course an actual adventure with the map here. And I happen to suspect that's the map we're going to be finding later on with all the kind of monster locations. Well, spoilers. I'm going to take a mad guess that all of the pawns you need for this adventure, Menace under Atari is the name of it, are probably included. So this looks like a really nice inn, and there's, whoa, spoilers, there's what's everywhere. So that is pretty neat, and I like the way you start reading. You're immediately reading an exciting adventure. All right, flip mat. Like I say, I think Pathfinder box sets are the gold standard, or Paizo box sets rather, in beginner sets ever since that amazing first box, because of all the stuff you get. So much stuff it won't fit on the camera, but like as predicted, this is the map for the adventure. On the other side, I think that is fantastic. The art looks really amazing. It's not as utilitarian as the old one, which had a dungeon on one side and then a kind of a blank on the other to make up your own maps. So that's a bit of a loss. You're going to have to go out and buy an extra map. But however, that's really cool to throw down on the table and get going, especially if you wanted to show people how Pathfinder goes. All right, we're reaching the end of the box here. And here are all the pawns. Here's all the monsters and all the characters. Nice sheet of kind of heroes here going on. And just double-sided, so you can stand those up and get playing Pathfinder. You can play at Theatre of the Mind, but it does benefit from that positions on the grid. So that's a really nice way. You don't have to worry about miniatures. It's all in there. There's stuff going on everywhere. And we reach the bottom. What are we going to do now? We're going to join the Pathfinder Society and meet more like-minded people. So a bit of information about that. The adventure continues. Bit of a guide for how you can continue your Pathfinder journey. Look at that, reach the bottom of the box. So that is my quick unboxing, oh, the box has a back, of everything in the Pathfinder box set. So I am just going to splatter these all over the table, and then without the benefit of a net, take the camera off the stand so you can see all this stuff once again. So, how she blows. Well, fingers. Yeah, we're completely professional here. I'm getting a bit of glare off the map there, but look at all that stuff, all this stuff going on. So I reckon that is a really full box. Everything you need to know to get going in Pathfinder. I reckon they've done it again. I think this is, I'm as excited as I thought it was going to be. So can't wait to get into this with some friends. Hopefully you are too. I will see you at the table. I'm Mark from Campaign Coins. This is the Pathfinder Beginner Box Second Edition from Paizo. Cheers. Bye.